Bum, bum, bum. Okay, hello, welcome to Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered. We're going to do Dark Prophecy demo, the sequel that they made a demo for but never came out. Thank you to developers for the free key, very, very much appreciated. I have played through Defiance, the normal one, but we're going to do the remastered one, and I'm very interested to see how the story might have went. So this might have spoilers, obviously, because we're going to read this. Legacy of Kain, the Dark Prophecy, the cancelled sequel to Defiance, entered development under Ritual Entertainment in 2004, but its production was discontinued later the same year. Built on the same engine as Defiance, the Dark Prophecy returned Kain to the role of singular protagonist. Because, spoilers, the other guy, the best guy, became his sword and his right-hand man on maybe his left hand. But yeah, the Soul Reaver became the Soul Reaver. So it turns out that it wasn't actually the battle between them. And pursued a storyline heavily focused around the Hylden, who was the person that took over the other guy, the Demon Realm, and the fate of Janos Aldron. A number of locations were designed and developed prior to the game's cancellation, and this demo showcases one of the playable sequence, emerging in a grisly place laden with bloody corpses and the evidence of dark rituals. Kain was traversed the mountain pass, battling a host of hostile forces in the process. It was believed that the unnamed area observed in the demo was to be explored in the game's opening stages. It serves as a transitional location, bridging more major landmarks, and offers a representative slice of the project's gameplay. Now, I noticed that the pillars have been broken, which is very interesting, because where the last game ended, the Pillars of Nosgoth, if this is meant to be them, I don't think there's enough of them, but they've got people chained to them, hadn't been destroyed yet, and we were back in the past, and Raziel obviously became his sword, and then Kain was obviously left as the sole protagonist, and I wonder if future Kain might have gone back to kill old past Kain and stop the pillars, is what I would have expected to happen, but it appears that maybe he didn't stop that tragedy, or maybe we're going to be travelling through time and space as well again, who knows, but there's quite a few different people here. You can obviously tickle the air, that's usually, and then that suck the blood in, but these guys, I guess they've been drained of their blood, so obviously he went back to the pillars at some point. Maybe the hell catastrophe continued, maybe he did stop his old self, but then the Hylden took over and then took over and damaged all of the pillars. You know, he then took Kain's old fate and became the master of the pillars and destroyed them ultimately by corrupting them, and then, you know, we've got the timeline corruption of we still exist despite that, for some reason. But who knows? Who knows what might have happened? It might rip the universe apart, it might not be anything to do with that, but, you know.
You belong in this world, vampire.
Well, you belong in that pit, apparently. It seems like maybe, well, we're stuck on the physics a bit, so that's helpful. Ow. Okay. Oh. I was trying to drain that person's blood. That's interesting. We have a remove their hair feature. I'm guessing R3 is changed to old graphics, which is an interesting choice because I thought that would be the lock-on button. Blood hunger causes health gains to drain slowly over time. Original graphics. Modern graphics. There's an extra bar of magic. Okay, the magic bar's at the bottom. Okay, then he's got a sword that I guess drains with health drain, but we sent them into the pit and the abyss, so that's fine. And there's a fireplace. Yeah, I'm very curious what the story would have been. But the fact that they're releasing all the remasters maybe suggests that there might be hope for them picking it back up and continuing the storyline. Even if it's in a completely different... you are just in a horrible spot. Do you want to get out of that corner? That's sort of helping a little bit. There we go. Ow. We seem to be running low on health. Or bloods, at least. Okay, you're not giving me enough blood yet. There we go. Let me feed on you. Don't ask what he's biting, because he wasn't draining it through the air. He chose to nibble that guy. Okay, don't get caught on the scenery. Help. There's a...
Command you to be gone.
Well, you might command me to be gone, but I command me to be... What is that button? I command me to be stuck in the scenery. There's no unstuck button. Oh. A map of Nosgoth with the pillars intact. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Interesting. Obviously we can't examine it, but there's quite a few locations. There's a big old place over there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towns, a dam, a hidden place in the top. There might even be Nutraptor's old place. A locked item, Kain's unique abilities. Drinking Blood's mist form. Briefly into mist. Okay, so that's how he goes through things. Superhuman leap. Standing on leap marker. Floating descent. Okay, yeah, he can float down. Whole day to gather gains. Water vulnerability. Immersion in water is deadly, so he has to be careful. That's an ability. He can die to the water.
Balance emblem. Flame. Dimension. Lightning. Time.
Locked items. So there's another type of sword to be found. A whole bunch of chalices to be found. Some talismans and tomes. Wait, those telekinetic runes don't necessarily mean anything. Health upgrades. Ancient tomes. The whole bunch of lore, more than likely. Right. Kain skins. And Fatalistic Emperor, not Fantastic Emperor. SRX Kain. That must just mean old-fashioned. Forsaken Master. Ooh. Okay, so there's a whole bunch. This is probably what we can just unlock naturally in the game. The History of Nosgoth. Which, if you click on it, takes you to... Okay, literally the history and the lore, the world of Nosgoth, the characters, the locations, the inhabitants. Timeline! Or if you never understood the timeline, you can get all the timeline in order. Enter Reaver, 3 preceding blood omens. So yeah, there's quite a lot of timeline. There's some murals which we can maybe make sense of, but we haven't found them. Okay, but we are a little stuck in the wall, so I think we'll need to restart the demo. But that's fine. Okay, Dark Prophecy demo. And this time we will not ease ourselves that wall, but also we are now... Which is interesting that, you know, change back to old graphics button changes into that. Just stuck in the tree. Ow. Okay, she's trying to find her way out of being stuck in the tree. Right. I like to spin too. Fun, isn't it? Oh no. Okay, I don't know if she's gone, but she might be gone down into the abyss. Okay, you. Ow. Ow. I still want to press R3 to lock onto you, you know. You are too good at eating that. Okay, well, I mean, I did a better job with you last time. Okay, he turned to miss, dodging. Okay, drink him. Again, what are you drinking, Kain? He fills slowly over time, but he's got no more blood. Okay, hi, magician. We're summoning things. Let's see. The Hylden. Okay, I thought you were drinkable then. Eat the Reaver. Hey. But we can drink this guy's blood, which is weird, because this guy's undead and was spiritual. But the summoner, we fed him the Reaver blades. I think that might have been a bit backwards there. Alright. Fireplaces. Ironically, the old texture on these buildings maybe looks a bit nicer. And on the floor again, you know, too leafy, blendy, and looks better. Maybe it's just me. And again, that pillar in the old-fashioned way looks way better. You mind? Whoever's shooting stuff from above. I was admiring the physics and the area. Right, you just have no care that I'm hitting you at all, do you? Stop locking onto that guy. Drink him. You stop combat so that I can jump. Thank you. Could you... Okay, the fact that they've changed the lock-on button to be changed to old-fashioned camera makes it a little hard to traverse. Okay, now you're being affected by this. Well, you're in a horrible place, aren't you? Could you... Let me try and float over to this guy. What are you doing? Right, now we're full. Get this guy who tried to dive at us. Hey! I think he doesn't want us to hit him, you know? That's the easy way to solve that. Get down here, you. Okay, we are a little bit inside of these spikes. Okay, it's fine. We got out. So, I don't think there's anything with these. Can I, like, grab this? Because it's... There's a symbol that briefly appears. No, that's not how you grab it. These pillars were movable previously. I don't think that's it. Tickling it's not it. You know what? We'll just ignore that symbol. I'm sure it will tutorialize if we actually need to move anything. Also, he used to be able to do a crouch jump that made him jump higher. Wonder if he can still do that. Thank you. Land on that. Thank you. Okay. Well, these guys shouldn't be in the overworlds. But I guess maybe we destroyed the world so bad that it became one with the underworlds. Ow. Does this work with anything? He's a bit pinker in the modern graphics. Hi. He's still here. Yes. I can bully him in the corner. You want to get where I can hit you? Thank you. Okay, we couldn't absorb him into our blade though. Again, I just think the older graphics with the skull again look better. Okay, well now, right. The button that I was trying to grab the thing with before is the button to open the door, so I think that we could have moved the pillar. It was just being a bit buggy, I think. Okay, you're not dead yet. Never mind. Now we're just showing off. Okay. I'm gonna keep switching between the two. Need to compare. Which do you think is the best? That piece of scenery has a weird glow, old or new? Yeah, the old just looks way better. Okay, what's over here? Secrets? Death. There's no way that that's going to reset the whole game, right? No, it's just the respawn point is all the way back here. Because who would go exploring for secrets, right? Nobody. Unless... Like, it has the grab me symbol. And then he tries to grab it, but then he pulls out his swords. Like, he almost did the animation to grab it. But I guess that's just because they've reused a thing that you can move, and then maybe he's not intended to. In this demo. It might just be something between, you know, an intentional asset and a non-intentional asset. Okay, right, in we go. Time we will not be stupid and go explore, but it looks like there might be something over there. Potentially. Okay. Is this meant to be the swirling toilet abyss? Obviously, Kain's palace up there. Here, monster. Bringing his sword out like he wants to fight something. But that absolutely looks like it would be a side path where you could go and explore something. And there's obviously a platform there, but they've made it too slippery. But that would be somewhere where I would hide secrets. If I was the game developer. Okay. We didn't hit the guy that I thought I was hitting. Oh. Ow. Hey, no blocking. Blocking's cheating. Okay, these guys are very different in old-fashioned colour. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit busy, so. So for anyone that has adverts, everyone wants now to stop us for adverts. They're just permanently respawning in, huh? Okay. I guess we charged the Reaver blade up, and that's probably what it wants us to do in here or something. The table in the middle looks a bit more impressive, and I guess, you know, these guys have fancier armor. They're very shiny and pink. Hey, roots. Okay. I mean, they're permanently respawning for some reason, right? Thank you. The table doesn't have anything. The table you go. Okay. Spellcasters can enhance allies' ability. So we want to take care of the... Excuse me? No, I'm saying goodbye to this guy. Can you let me send him? Oh, he's gone now. That scream was very late. You mind? I'm trying to have fun throwing someone off a cliff. No, could you... This is why a lock-on would be very important. Not me. You. Okay, sorry, I need to drink your friends. Wow, he was pathetic. He had nothing. You must suffer for your friends now. Apparently you're not dead yet, though. You missed. As did I. You're a straw. And see. Right? I mean, could you let me hit him? Oh, come on, you should have been impaled on that. You know it. It's Soul Reaver. That was absolutely an impale point. Well, I tried to suck him. Didn't work. But look at these big spikes. You're meant to be able to impale the enemies on these. Okay. Well, that time it worked. It's a little off sync, I think, but you know what? As long as it works, it is a lost demo. Let's not question it. Also, let's not question the fact that we broke through a door. Because again, it's a lost technical demo. For a game that got cancelled. Interesting. I guess with the Reaver blades not aroused, he can suspend them in thin air? That's cheating. Oh! The electrical barrier to prevent us going forwards is entirely optional. And imaginary. Well, that wasn't quite where I was trying to aim you. Thanks for playing the Dark Prophecy demo. Please quit the main menu when you're ready to leave. Well, I can come in here. I can also go past the barrier into the Castle of Grayskull. Which again, it's got a lady sat on top of it with a sword and demon blades on the skull. He must be an important character. They Victus. Doors that are completely optional, but, you know, well textured on the modern version. This would obviously be where we would be descending in to fight the demon. That probably is who replaced him. Okay, but let's see if we can't break out the game. The end of the demo, because again, you know, the barrier stopping us is entirely optional. It didn't prevent us from going further forward, but that's the end of the demo. Sadly. And I was down there, just a huge fight with a bunch of people that was at the end. Okay, the modern version having the Mountains of Nosgoth in this nice touch on the scenery in the background. But that would ultimately depend on where you're located in the game, right? Get into the eyeball. Get stuck on the scenery. Okay, I think that might be where the tech demo ends. You can also save the game at any time, it seems. But I don't think we want to save when we're stuck inside a piece of scenery. So that's where we're going to end on the YouTube. We're back next time with some more actual Legacy of Kain Defiance.